Hey, what's happening, Verbally Vicious Nation? What's happening, YouTube? It's me, it's Daryl Horner. Pollen's really bad today, so forgive me. I like my shirt. It's pretty cool, huh? I got a show in Wittenberg, Wisconsin this Saturday. Probably shouldn't wear that. What do you guys think? Leave that little comment today. What do you think about the whole Favre situation? Title of the video, A Prom in Mississippi. That is actually the name of a documentary that I watched the other night. You know, as many of you know, I did a video some time back about another school in Mississippi that was still having a white and black prom. It was a separate prom, and I just snapped on it. Like, it pissed me off that it's 2009. This kind of shit's going on. But there's a documentary on HBO now, which is about another school in Mississippi that did have a racially split prom, and Morgan Freeman lives in that town, I suppose, or he's from there and now has some property there, and offered that if they would have a joint prom, if they would have a school-sponsored joint prom, because you see they were allowed to have these racially split proms, which was almost 100% across the board, not completely, but almost 100% across the board. The idea of the split prom was the white people in town. It was not the black people, so y'all need to relax. But if the schools, and they were able to do that because it was parent-sponsored. It wasn't school-sponsored, but if the school was willing to sponsor a joint prom, Morgan Freeman would pay for it. And it's a fantastic documentary because minus a few of the students, and I mean a very limited few, most of them were like, yeah, great, let's do this. A shocking amount of parents, I guess, secretly held meetings and made statements and really desperately didn't want this to happen. It happened anyway. The town had a mixed prom. Now, they also had a whites-only prom still, and I guess are still having a whites-only prom. But that's not what we're talking about today. You know, comment on that. Make sure you, if you haven't seen it, see it. It's fantastic. That's not what we're talking about today. I haven't been fair to you guys. Like all of you know, I've mentioned a number of times that I grew up in Alabama. What I really talked about is that upbringing, is the shit that happened around me, and I think that today we should cover stereotypes and some race and some funnier stuff. Now, this is going to be an iffy video. Some of you may get offended, some of you may get a little touchy, but I'm just going to tell you the shit that I was raised being told and actually believing and not even considering it to be racist. Because I think there are a lot of people out there who are under the impression of things, and they're under that impression because the adults they were raised around told them. I think it's time you explore on your own. Do what I did. If you live in a small town somewhere, you sometimes feel like what you're hearing isn't right, go live in a city, go to college somewhere, coexist among people, start to find out maybe some of the things that you were taught are incredibly inappropriate. So first we'll talk about the stuff I was told growing up and didn't even consider racist. Just first of all, black people were just not as intelligent as white people were. We were just told that. You know, you should feel sorry for them. And as a child, you don't feel like you're a racist believing that. I was actually taught in school as a child that black people, I was told by a coach in elementary school that black people are born with tails and some of them have them cut off when they get older. And always thought, okay, I really wish I was black. I really want a fucking tail. Like, I know I was being taught these things. I know now. I didn't know then I was being taught these things to consider people of other races inferior. But I wanted a tail so bad, I wanted to be black. I was like, I want to be black. I was raised, some of the stereotypes are hilarious, that you don't want to fight a black guy. Of course, you've got to know what word was being used. They weren't saying black. But you can't fight a black guy because their bones are harder. And they don't bleed. They don't cut. So you can't win that fight. And all black people are related. Absolutely every single black person on the planet is directly related, and you're all committing incest. I was also told every other black man will eventually rape a white woman. And if I ever saw a black guy with a white woman together, it was pretty much assumed that he had raped her and then she just stuck around. Because what we were taught was you could never sleep with a white chick. And some of you black guys are going to comment and be like, it's true. You could never sleep with a white chick that had sex with a brother because he had just damaged the pussy beyond repair. Like, this is some of the crap I was told growing up and never once even thought about it being racist. And only as I got older and into college, I start to realize, holy shit, that is retarded. Like, I had to be 15 or 16 when I found out that it wasn't true that black people in World War II were specifically recruited to go to Germany and fight the Nazis at night. And that's what they were here for. It's because they had a natural camouflage. That shit is crazy. So, that was really the basis of today's video. Make sure you check in the bottom of the video response from Kush and Sativa, their stance on stereotyping. But I just thought I would share those kind of things to show some of you people out there who might be on the fence about stuff. You've heard things and you're ashamed to say it. It's the environment you were raised in, man. If you're an intelligent person, branch out. Go check shit out. Try it. Seriously, I was raised to believe that all gay people chose to be gay because they were mad at their mother. That's great. We were all taught. Everybody on this planet thinks Jews are cheap. I lived in LA. Jews are not cheap. Jews are fair. They're absolutely fair. You get compensated for your effort. And I love the fact that all Jews own banks. Own all the banks. The Jewish community on this planet is so small. If they are that powerful that they run everything, whose fault is that really? I think it's ours. So, today I want, no matter what color you are, and you can say what color you are on there, I want you to leave, be respectful, but I want you to leave a comment about a stereotype that just something crazy that you know isn't true. Don't be hateful, but as an example, you got to be careful. Puerto Rican women will stab you. Jews are cheap. Like I was told as a kid. Black people had tails. Sorry, folks. For the guys I grew up with. I apologize if you thought I was staring at your ass in the locker room. I just wanted to see one brother who still had his tail. So leave a comment, guys. Thanks for tuning in. I don't even know if this made any sense. I hope you're getting over yourself. Because I get over myself every day. Go check out that a Prom in Mississippi. A Prom Night in Mississippi on HBO. Really good stuff. I think you'll enjoy it.